Hey guys, our decline here, average picker. So this is probably going to be a little bit different of a lock picking or fail to lock picking video than what you probably normally see. Some of you may remember a little bit ago I received this Master Lock 666 challenge lock from Alan. It's built around a Master 911 padlock. So I've not been able to gut it yet, or I've not been able to pick it yet. And I think Alan is getting a little antsy and would like to see it out in the community a little bit. I'd like to at least see someone else take a whack at it, as opposed to it sitting here and me coming back to it every so often. So if you're interested in trying this challenge lock, drop me a comment, let me know. I think he would prefer if you had a channel that he could then, watch you picking it on. I would like to see that as well. So yeah, but I'm gonna basically do kind of a hodgepodge here of picking on this lock a little bit, just see where we get, and then probably call it a day and gut it. So we'll see what happens. So so if you're interested in the lock and you don't want any spoilers, I'd say stop watching now. I'll give you a couple seconds for a spoiler alert. Yeah? Okay. Okay. So what I ended up doing, the spring tension on this lock, man, it was giving me the worst time. So I decided to cheat it, because I am probably giving up on it at this point, and just see, let me eliminate one variable and see if I can just pick it as the core and where we get. I do know what's going on inside the lock, and I can kind of show you. So this is what we're most likely looking at in there. 3 spools in the middle and 2 kind of T-pin pins that I suspect are cut to millimeters of their life inside that thing. And so basically it gives you 3 different false sets. It'll give you a more shallow false set on these spools, which pick fairly easily, and then it'll give you one if the front T-pin is catching and a slightly different one if the back T-pin is catching. But both of these are incredibly deep. That's how we know that they're really shaped down, and that the false set is just unbelievably deep. And it's very comical, especially given the size of this little core. I mean, this is a tiny little guy. So yeah, and what basically keeps happening for me, other than fighting the tension on that lock, is I get all of it picked except for one of them, and it just seems to be snagging by the tip. And right when I get that pushed up, I end up dropping another one down. And I've tried a lot of things. I've tried to overset the pins. I went in with postal hooks and really cranked those up pretty high. But always just the little tip edge of one of those 2 pins keeps dropping down into a chamber for me. So, yeah. That is kind of what keeps happening with this. Okay, and there we have our pins. So, nothing that we weren't expecting. So bring up one of these guys. I have standard back there in chamber 5. Come into focus. Got some digs in there. Key pins, but yeah, it was all really taking place up in the drivers. And you can see we got the spools. So line one of these up here. Really tiny little spools, deep false set. But these were the culprits, these 2 guys, the one in chamber 1 and the one in chamber 5. Just could not, I don't know if I put that bend in him from tensioning some or not. But yeah, I just could not quite get the tip of him out of those chambers. He always just dropped back down into one. Okay, so I actually just have the lock flipped to make use of these little holes in the back side. And I just dropped the pins from chamber 1 into the lock so we can see what happens as it starts to go. So that's where we can sit at. Oh, he just flew out of there, but I got him. Did not lose him. So yeah, I mean, that doesn't, problem is that doesn't sit in there very perfectly, so it's not hanging up quite like he did in the lock. But yeah, he gets a little sideways in that sucker and really lets that thing hang on. Let's see. You should be able to get it, so he should probably hang up all the way to about like that. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to get this little guy back together, and I will probably take a stab at him a few more times, but I think at the point now I've broken him down and gutted him. It's a little unfair to declare it, at least a straight challenge lock pick anyway, if I do happen to get it. But I am still kind of curious, and I'll poke at it. But like I said, if you're interested in trying this lock, just let me know. I will get it sent off to you. It's from Alan VRC, I believe. I always want to say Alan VCR, but I think it's VRC. At least that is his username over on the Discord. So yeah, I'll get it out to you, or it'll maybe end up back to him, and he'll send it out to somebody. I don't know. But if you'd like to try it, just shout. All right, guys. Talk to you later.